That is such a wicked...
Oh, let me show you how much more of a piece of this is.
Okay, Helen, we get it. Good morning, happy Saturday. Today we're near Washington Square Park at Think Coffee, and we have a fun meetup idea. If you know what Inktober is, it's like a daily month challenge where each day you get a new prompt in the month of October and you have to draw an ink drawing. This is for like tattoo artists, but it's really fun for all sorts of creatives to do. So today I'm going to be giving the CreatorsNYC crew a prompt, and I'm gonna give them all the pens and pencils. They're gonna be able to use any medium that they want, so that could be photography, video, whatever. I wanna see what they're able to create with just like a one-word prompt. Walking into the CreatorsNYC meetup is always a great time because it's just full of friendly faces, new people, and good friends. This week's meetup is at Think Coffee. We come back here often because it's just a really nice cozy space near Washington Square Park and where a lot of action is in New York City. As soon as everybody got their coffee, we sat down and we gave everybody a unique prompt, not one that's a part of Inktober. We went with the word echo. I'm really excited what everybody's interpretation of this word could be, and it just so happens there's a photographer at this meetup who has a camera that embodies this prompt. So speaking of echoes, we do have a creator that came to the meetup that just left, and now I'm trying to find him, who has a camera that kind of represents an echo and is really cool, and I want to interview him about it, but now I need to try to find him. I don't know where he went. Yo! Okay.
What do we do? What do you want to do this?
Probably, I think just like across the street over there is perfect. Do you have it with you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Like I'm like sitting? So, what is the camera?
It's the Nashika N8000. It is the most piece of camera I've ever had. Want to know why? It only has one set aperture, one set shutter speed. It's entirely made out of plastic. It's so light that they actually put a weight inside the camera just to make it feel more substantial and thus more professional than it really is.
How did you hear about this camera?
It was the biggest fad. Literally every analog photographer or film photographer wanted this, and everyone paid up the for it, including me. So I sold this camera a few years ago, and I recently picked it back up, and it was like rock bottom prices now.
So how much was it back in like 2017 when it was super popular?
I think I paid around 150 to 200 for it, and now I bought this off of like eBay auction for like $25.
$25?
Yes.
That is such a wicked...
Oh, let me show you how much more of a piece of is. So this has a battery cover, right?
Yeah.
You know what this battery does?
What?
All it does is to power the light meter. And what does the light meter do? The light meter tells you if it's too dark or not. That's it. There's nothing else. You see this? This is not even a real digital screen. It just tells you like what the ideal distance.
So that it doesn't do any sensing.
It doesn't. There's nothing.
It just looks like a digital screen, but it's not a digital.
The only way you could check if the battery works is you press this thing up and this little light.
Where's the light? That one?
Yes, that's the little light. And the only reason why I don't have it is because I wanted to save on weight, because it doesn't do shit. Because of how it is, there's an insane amount of control that I could actually have with it.
What do you mean?
Because this has a fixed aperture.
Yeah.
And this has a fixed shutter speed.
Yeah.
And since this is film, your film's basically fixed. So
it's kind of like a point and shoot camera.
Yes, and like if you use flash, you already have all the settings locked down. You just need to adjust the flash.
When you're shooting with the film on this, is it like a special film that you're using to?
No, it's just. So each 2 shots here is one 35mm frame, and all 4 of these are half frame shots.
So it's shooting two sections of the film.
Yeah. So there's 8. So you know how film has 36 shots?
Yeah.
There's 18 shots on this.
You get 18.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. The first interview on CreatorsNYC and on my channel.
After avoiding it for like how long now?
How long have you been coming? It's been at least a year.
I think about a year, almost 2 now.
Maybe 2. Filled out all the cards I cut out. Now I have to go to the streets and make a collage photo of all the echoes that we have. Every Saturday we gather in this little corner of the world. Just a group of artists, writers, filmmakers, photographers, dreamers, and it feels like an echo in itself. Our voices bounce off of each other, reverberating with ideas that linger longer after the meetup ends. Each laugh, Each story shared reminds us that we're not alone in this sometimes overwhelming journey. Burnout can creep in like a heavy silence. When we come together, it's like magic. One person shares a spark of an idea and suddenly it ignites something in all of us. We lift each other up and remind one another why we create in the first place. So every week, we create a beautiful noise together. In this echo, we find comfort and hope, reminding ourselves that every voice matters. It's not just a meetup, it's a safe space where we feel heard, inspired, and ready to keep dreaming. I'm so lucky to have this group. All right, well, that's today's meetup. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to come by a CreatorsNYC meetup, they happen every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's a free invite. If you'd like to come, there's a link to the broadcast channel where we have all the information down below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and just if you have a drawing of Echo that you're inspired by, go ahead and share it on your story on Instagram and tag us. We're going to share it on CreatorsNYC, so thank you so much. Leave a comment on what you would have drawn, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!
Were we in the frame at all or not?
I hope so.
I was like, so tempting.